Thank you, gentlemen. Now, let's go to the focus of today, and I just hope that we have enough time, you know, to be able to discuss that. Now, you will agree with me that we have an information out there talking about the minister pledging, you know, his allegiance and his support for Mr. Atiku, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former vice president during the Obasanjo regime. Now, she is the minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, that's Senator Aisha Al-Hassan, saying, I don't care if the president contests in 2019, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm voting and I'm following I almost said father in the Lord, my godfather. I'm following, you know, my godfather, and that remains. If Buhari likes, let him go ahead and sack me. It does not matter. But if President Buhari is contesting in 2019, my allegiance will not change. I'm going for, you know, Alhaji Atiku. And at the same time, we have a scenario where President Muhammadu Buhari sit back in Daura after the Eid al-Kabir celebration, and the holiday ends on Monday. All workers are expected to be back on their seat by Tuesday. President Muhammadu Buhari sat back in Daura. Even Olstead, the president, you know, of Niger, in his Daura house, and there have been rumors the president can operate from anywhere. How come he didn't operate from his hospital bed when he was in the United Kingdom? Now, I'm just beginning to wonder, why cancel a very crucial federal executive meeting? This is the second out of 3 since our president came back. And this is a meeting that is supposed to be dedicated to discussing very vital, important, you know, things that will move the nation forward. The strike action is ongoing. There are so many things happening across Nigeria, the northeastern part, insecurity in the south. There is agitation in the northeastern part of Nigeria, and Federal Executive Council meeting being cancelled. I mean, I'm beginning to wonder.
That's officially a conspiracy theory.
No, before we take your response, it seems that Ishama have something again.
Okay, quickly. Yeah. As regards the Minister for Women Affairs and Social Development, her statements to me may amount to insubordination.
Oh, okay.
That's one to me, because
so she should be suspended.
So far since her appointment,
this is not a hate speech.
It is not a hate speech. This is insubordination to her direct boss, and not just to her boss, but to the people of Nigeria. In my opinion, a lot of presidents, particularly those of the female gender, will say since her appointment, she's just promising an allegiance to a cause she believed in. There has been increasing violent acts against women, against children, but we have not seen so much coming. A lot of statements. What has that got to do with the statement? What has our portfolio got to do with the statement? So it seems that she is more interested in politicking rather than service delivery to the people, which this gentleman will help us here. But then, on the president, can the president work from home? Yes, he can. Can he work from any part of the country? Yes, he can. He could have worked from the United Kingdom. How come he didn't work from the United Kingdom? Part of the country, yes, he can. And during the holiday, was he just sitting down at home and relaxing alone? Of course not, because he was working. He went for a celebration, for God's sake. He had series of interactions with other political figures. Also, the president let's take the thought of our guest. So I do not know why you're politicizing this. Oh, really? Why am I politicizing
Where
this?
do we start from?
Okay, General, let's take it.
Okay, let's take it from the lighter mode anyway. The president, according to you, and it was in the public space that he had interactions with some foreign head of states. Yeah. I am very sure those guys didn't come to eat a layer ram. He must have been performing his official duties. Thank you. Well played. I don't want to think so. It was a celebration time. It was celebration time. It was at home, in his house, in Daura. So, I mean, I wouldn't understand. Okay, I want to ask you a question. Yes. The president has traveled to attend United Nations meeting. Yeah. What happens? What happens? He didn't hand over because the law didn't say he should hand over. But he has traveled to United Nations. Yeah. Are you saying he's not working?
Thank you.
Now, let's go back to the issue of disagreement.
But that is official.
By hosting the Nigerian president...
He was not officially in Daura. He went to celebrate the Salah.
Okay. And the Salah ended,
and the Salah ended on Monday.
And the man came the Nigerian president came.
He could have said, let's meet in Abuja. That's where his office is.
But that place is closer to the man. Because he just like crossing the border. It's just like the Republic of Benin president coming to meet Obasanjo in Lagos. Obasanjo was not operating from Lagos.
Okay, the president could have just gone to a hospital in Abuja. Why did he go to the UK?
He
was not feeling fine. It could just have branched in a hospital very close.
And then they're operating from there.
Yes, and
then they will say, they say he wants to die in office. No, that one is a no-go area. No, let us go to the serious issue of that lady.
Okay.
Honestly, I cannot understand the furore over what the lady said. In fact, when I heard the comments, I was aghast until I read the full text. Let us take the thing in sequence.
In fact, it has a video, aside from the fact that you don't understand Hausa.
Let us take it in sequence. There was one that went viral. Atiku Abubakar was present at an occasion. She was there. And she said, while recognizing Atiku Abubakar, the next president to come in 2019, that was what generated that wahala. And according to the statement I read, it's like BBC took her on this issue yesterday, and somebody reproduced the complete statement she made on CBBC. You see, the problem we have in Nigeria is many people don't get to the root.
BBC Hausa, that is.
Many people don't get to the root of anything before they start commenting. Go and read that statement the lady said. I read it. She said, as at the time she made that statement, where she said Atiku is the next president in 2019, he said Baba has not indicated that he's going to run in 2019. Take the sequence. Everybody knows that Atiku, as of today, apart from this man from Cross River, Duke, are the only two people that have seriously shown they want to be president. Atiku has never hidden it. So BBC now interviewed her. I didn't know the question they asked her, but I'm going to the statement she made. She said, according to the statement, that time she made the statement, he said Baba has not indicated that he was going to run. He said, but now, if Baba decides to run, he said, I will go to him and kneel down and say, sir, I am not going to support you because I'm going to support Atiku Abubakar. Now, what happens? This lady said Atiku Abubakar is his godfather. And I think this woman deserves more respect among Nigerians than other politicians. Other politicians, the moment they get into cabinet, they forget their root. This man said Atiku Abubakar is her godfather. I am very sure that Atiku must have nominated her into Buhari's cabinet. No wonder Aisha Buhari said most of the people in Buhari's cabinet, many of them are not known for him.
I disagree with you.
Yes,
I disagree with you.
Listen,
I disagree with you. Okay, land.
Atiku Abubakar must have been nominated this lady into the cabinet. That was why Aisha said most of the people in the cabinet are not known to Buhari. If Atiku nominated you, and you still hold your allegiance to him, I think that lady should be respected.
Okay, but
so where is the place of loyalty? You are already functioning in a cabinet.
Sorry.
General, she's functioning already in a cabinet.
Okay.
It's just like working in an organization. I'm working in AIM Consultant.
Okay.
I love to work in another big or similar level organization. Okay. But my allegiance is first to my employer. Nigeria is our employer, and she is in a cabinet.
I am very happy you said Nigeria is her employer.
Yes.
No, let me just round up. So that
and she is in the cabinet. She's working with an organization already.
You see, the problem we have in Nigeria is that we don't understand what it means by democracy. I remembered when George Bush wanted to go for his second term. Members of Republicans had to go and persuade John McCain that he should support a candidate of their party. This man was never accused of anti-party activities.
Okay.
In the last election...
Senator John McCain is known for that anyway.
In the last election, you know how many top members of Republicans opposed Donald Trump? Yes. Nobody accused them of anti-party activities. Many of the policies that Donald Trump has introduced, many of the former Republican political party presidency never supported it. Nobody accused them of anti-party activities. There's a need for us to create a demarcation.
But that's what America is doing.
This is completely anti-party. This is anti-party. This is gross level of disloyalty to his boss, insubordination to his boss. I mean, to our boss.
To say I will go and kneel down and say Baba.
That is
You see, honestly speaking, for her to come out straight to declare where her loyalty is, give it to her. She's not being pretentious.
We are being emotional. We are just being emotional. We are just being comrades. We are just being emotional.
No, it's not about emotion.
Remove sentiment from the because said I will go and kneel down.
No, it's not. I'm not concerned about that. But there are many of them there that you can't predict where they really belong. But to me, all this is nonsense.
Yes, to me.
What is most important is service delivery to the people. Like Chioma said, Ever since this woman has been there, children were kidnapped in Ikorodu. And
a lot of domestic violence activities against women and
domestic violence.
Even
domestic violence is.
I think they should have given that position to Abike Dabiri.
She's even more functional.
She's even more.
So she hasn't done. Excuse me. She hasn't done anything. She hasn't done anything to even work that position. Honestly, that's my own take on it.
It's a political appointment.
In fact,
so
even 2019.
Yeah.
He has his democratic right to even come out to contest for presidency. That's her right.
Okay.
And that nobody should accuse her.
Not when she is an officer under the ruling party APC.
Yes, Atiku belongs
and she is a member of the Federal Executive Council.
Atiku belongs to the same party.
Gentlemen.
Atiku belongs to the same party.
Okay.
But she can decide anybody from within the party.
Gentlemen.
She's not supporting Atiku. Maybe Jonathan or whoever now. So, but the issue is this woman, ever since...
Our loyalty has been tested.
It's not about loyalty. We are talking about service delivery.
May our loyalty not be tested. May our loyalty not be tested.
No, she has failed
I'm quoting.
Chairman, she has failed Nigerian women.
Babatunde Raji Fashola. May our loyalty not be tested. Our loyalty has just been Alhaja Alasan's loyalty has just been tested and she has failed.
But there is another angle which we are missing here now. General, I heard everything you said, but unfortunately you don't believe in conspiracy theory, but I believe so much in conspiracy theory.
Okay. So you're a conspiracy theorist.
I'm not a theorist, but I believe in it. Now, after the McAfee PDP faction was upheld by the Supreme Court, we saw she paid courtesy visits to them. And that raised a lot of speculations, asking, is she truly a member of the APC or a member of the PDP in disguise under the APC? So that is one question. And it has been rumored, I mean, it was in the news a month back, that some big figureheads in the APC will decamp close to the election back to the PDP. And a lot of speculations has been pointing to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar decamping maybe before the elections to contest under the PDP. Now, she's coming out to make this statement. People will always place 1 + 1 to arrive at 2. Even if it will give them 4.
No, to arrive at 1 + 1 is 11.
Exactly.
In Nigerian politics, 1 + 1 is 11. It's never 2.
But as it is right now, people are now making conclusions. Look at her visits to McAfee's team. Look at also her
the statement she just made.
The statement she has made. And also, people are also looking at questioning her efficiency, service delivery since being appointed into the cabinet.
Anyway, she already said she doesn't care.
So that is the reason why a lot of people are raising eyebrows. And maybe the First Lady was right, that those in the team, there has been people in the President's cabinet who do not
Okay, let's talk about the cancellation of the Federal
interest.
Executive Council meeting. 3 times since the President came, 3 meetings, he has cancelled 2 and he has attended only 1.
The President told you even before he formed his cabinet. I don't know, maybe Nigerians didn't take note or they have forgotten. He said to him that he doesn't believe so much in FEC. That FEC to him, under him, we only meet when there's anything to discuss. Perhaps Nigerians should go and research.
So are you trying to say there are no issues to be discussed by the FEC?
Listen. Maybe Nigerians
you want me to read out?
Listen.
Okay.
Maybe Nigeria should go and read Section 148 of the Constitution very, very clearly.
Okay.
Where it is said the President can appoint ministers. And if you go further, it says the President shall hold meetings with the Vice President and his ministers, and they gave what they should be discussing. 1, policy direction. 2, as a way of them advising the President on such issues. And this man has told you that it's only when there are issues to be discussed, which is what Section 148 says, when there are other policies.
How often?
It does say regular. And
which president cancelled a federal executive meeting at the expense of meeting somebody in Daura?
No.
Which president?
Meeting another president.
This meeting was never scheduled. You can only cancel what was scheduled. The meeting was never scheduled. So the issue of
the FEC meeting?
Yes.
They had it regularly. There's a time for it.
No. The President told you right from the beginning that he He said it before he even formed his cabinet, that he doesn't believe in weekly Federal Executive Council meeting, and that because they are only meeting when there are issues to be discussed.
At the last meeting, they agreed to have another one that was cancelled.
Were you there?
Yesterday.
Were you there?
Okay, how come ministers were saying meeting has been cancelled? If there was no...
It is the interpretation of the pressmen. At times when you read, let me give you an example. There was a time Shehu Garba issued a statement advising, because I read the whole statement, elder statement, making inflammatory statements that they should consider the implication on the nation. I was surprised when the newspaper said Shehu Garba or federal government wants elder statement. And I look at the statement, there is nothing like one. I am a journalist. At times, I'm taken aback by some of the things I see in the papers. So that is why if I see a headline, I go down to get the gist of the story. Most of the time, some people call it sensationalism, but to me, it is not. It is irresponsibility.
How can you take a story just from the headline?
No, but some people, the moment they read the headline, that's why at times when you listen to press report on radios and you see people calling in, I just pity Nigerians.
You are judging the book from the title.
Nigerians should take the patience of reading stories. The Federal Executive Council was never scheduled, so it was not cancelled. That is just it.
Okay,
so honestly,
your parting words.
Honestly speaking, on the issue of Federal Executive Council meeting, they've been having it every week.
You think the executive are doing well?
They've been having it every week. They've been having it every week before. What's the result?
Are we out of recession?
No.
Anyway, we can't discuss that on the show.
The problem
because
is
we have to
believe if our institutions are working, so you don't need them every week meeting. Okay. So you have policy, you have programs. Let ministries execute them. It is only when you have policy, you have serious issues. That's the time, but they are used to, weekly jamborees.
Very clear.
So on the most I don't see any issue there.
Okay, tomorrow we'll be looking at the outcome of the federal government meeting with the ASU team, hoping that it will not end in another stalemate. And tomorrow we'll be talking about, is Nigeria truly out of recession? I believe that if we are out of recession, it should put money in our pocket and then food on our table. I don't know about you. I haven't seen that. No money in my pocket and no food on the table. Are we really and truly out of recession? Or we're out of recession technically? This is how far we can go on the show. And thanks to gentlemen.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.